Matthew was one of 20 workers within 5 metres of a roofing panel that spewed dust and asbestos when it was cut with a grinder.
They were hitting it with sledgehammers to break it apart.
This is the area of initial contamination, the 8th floor of the new Children's Hospital. A worker holds up some of the broken panel.
As you're walking around, just stamping your feet, there was you could see dust particles coming off the ground and scaffold.
The union believes the contamination would have spread to the hospital atrium. The company said there's no evidence of that.
We've immediately set up airborne monitoring stations in that location, and that happened over a 24-hour period, and there is no evidence of that spreading.
The asbestos roof panels were supplied by Chinese company Yuanda. The government has told John Holland to rip them out and replace them. Fears are also held for Fiona Stanley Hospital and the Burswood Stadium, which was supplied with building material by the same Chinese company, and they'll also have to be checked.
And I suspect that this may well lead to further investigations in other projects across Australia and perhaps even wider.
John Holland Group is a Chinese-owned company. The Premier said ownership could be an issue. Chinese company by importing Chinese products.
Yes, that's what's happening, clearly. And it doesn't meet Australian standards. That should never, ever have happened. And I think John Holland will be extremely embarrassed about it.
Under the verification regime that vouches for the safety of imported products, the panels were certified twice, once in China and once here in Australia by consultants to John Holland Group. They were given the seal of approval both times. The government has given the job of finding out why the system failed to John Holland. The workers offered counselling.
First thing I did when I got home is pick up my daughter and put her on my shoulder and give her a hug like I always do. And that's the thing that's playing most of my mind at the moment.
Jeff Parry, 7 News.